And anyway, that's your giveaway today, guys. But it's week 6 of the league, man. What's going on with you this week, Zach? How you feel about this week?
I'm doing pretty good, bro. It's been a pretty rough season for me in general as a player, but it's all right. It's all right. We'll get back up there. I haven't lost faith in myself yet. Yo, I see Hershey in there, man. I see
Yeah.
you got first in that Twitch chat, man. All right, man.
Check it out. I actually already set this up. Look what just happened in the chat. Boom. Every week now we have it set up, and that's gonna go off every like 10 minutes or 15 minutes or so. So to remind our players like how to get their giveaway instead of me having to say it every 10 minutes or whatever. So it automatically will pop up now like that. But anyway, yeah, like Hershey's here. I know you've been having a rough week, man. A couple players have been having a rough time this season.
Yeah, man. I mean, it is what it is.
I'll say
call it what you will.
No, I actually do have something to say about it, but it's not anybody's necessarily fault, but like the league has kind of become.
Yo, Jordan, what up?
What's going on, Jordan? The league has kind of become a little cliquey. So like, Jay and John and Josh were already best friends when they came in. And then obviously a recent Micah brothers. You and I are friends from way back. Like Speakman's your friend, etc., etc. So like, there's been a lot of politics this year, I guess. You know what I mean? Like a lot of
Whoa! We got something to talk about here.
What?
Jordan just said he might be able to jump on tonight.
Okay, well maybe we can do some cool Pokemon battle or something. We'll see how we get through the thing. I'm actually logging on to get Hershey his Mew right now. But yeah, so like essentially it was a crazy week this week, man. And
yeah.
Dang, I lost my train of thought. What were we talking about?
So we were talking about how the underdogs. Yeah, it's been a rough season for some people.
Yeah, so it's been a little political. That's what I meant to say. That's what I was getting at. It's been a little political this season. So like, certain people will, like last season, for instance, like me and Zach communicated and play tested a lot, but it wasn't really beyond that. Whereas like Will would go to Aris and ask about trades, and now people come to me and ask about trades, which has me flabbergasted. But people ask me about trades, and then I know Josh and John talk to each other about trades, and like, so it's a little more political this season.
There's a lot of factions.
I mean, yeah, it's just a little bit more political this season. There's not, like, nothing's really wrong with it or whatever. I mean, it's how you play the game. Like, it's just, like, last season it wasn't as big a thing, and now it's, like, become a part of the game, which I think is interesting, though, because it is a strategy,
Yeah.
It's who you play with, who you talk to about your turns and stuff.
Well, you know what? In a sense, maybe you asked for this. Think about it. I mean, you've been giving away mobile suits, as trophies. Now we have a Federation and we have a Xeon.
People want those trophies bad. I don't see you online, Darwin. Are you online, man? But yeah, so there's just been...
Yo, Hershey, where you at?
There's been some crazy stuff going on, but I mean, nothing that's out of the rules or anything, you know what I mean? It's just people helping each other out, but it's become kind of political in the sense that, like, I can't get a trade with Will without Will waiting to hear back from Maurice, you know what I mean? Which I can't blame Will for, he's always done pretty bad.
Yeah, man, no, it is what it is, man. I can't seem to get a Tyranitar, can't get a Porygon.
You're never gonna get a Tyranitar.
Can't get a Lycanroc, man.
Alright, so Lycanroc does need to come off of his team, though, because he's not doing anything with it. Sorry.
Yeah, it's pretty balanced.
Hashtag true story.
Let's be real here, Will. The pupper ain't doing you no favors.
It's really not. So
give it to, like, me or someone else who could make good use of it.
Just to remind everybody, while you're watching, I'll be giving out these Mews. The friend code's right there in our video name today, and then periodically you'll see it pop up in chat and stuff. Just let us know that you added us and give us your friend code. I'll add you, and then we'll hop online together and try to get this Mew to you. It's a special Game Boy Mew. But beyond that, we're actually going to start moving into some of the matches, man.
All right. So did you see Hershey?
No, I'm logging on again though, but that neither here nor there. We got Aries versus Steven up
I was
first.
just saying, while you hook up with Hershey, I can start talking about the teams if you want.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so while he's doing that, helping our boy Hershey out, dedicated league viewer, we really do appreciate it, man. Let's talk about Arisa's team. So we got Lowland Persian, one of my favorite Pokemon
It's really
from Sun and
good.
Moon. Yeah, such great support Pokemon. Has fake out, parting shots, really useful. Just really carries the momentum of a battle. So it's really hard to play around. We got Mimikyu with the disguise. It can set up real easily. And we kind of see like he's got like a trick room kind of thing going on here as usual. That's Arisa's pretty much go-to with his team. So I'm guessing with the disguise, he's going to try and set up a trick room and try and go off.
Yeah.
Or maybe even a swords dance. Who knows? Maybe it's a fake out. But we got Ferrothorn here. Ferrothorn, hitting with them mad hard gyro balls. There to put the power whips down to them water Pokemon maybe. Chandelure here.
Power whips are pretty powerful, especially against Steven's team lately. Is like that grass damage.
Yeah. That's something to pay attention to, guys. If you have to play against Steven and you're fearing him, man, he has a record to be feared for sure.
Dang it, Darwin! I can't see you. Log back on and log back off.
All right. So we got Chandelure here. Chandelure's here. Powerful ghost type Pokemon. Here to hit probably Mega Aggron super hard with them overheats. Maybe even got like a little double play with Mega Camera up doing a lava plume or something, to probably get the flash fire boost. That'd be pretty cool. I could see that working. Don't you see that working?
Yeah.
I see it working. Heat waves all day. And then we got the Guts Ursaring here. That Facade hitting hella hard, mad damage all day. Man, that Ursaring is a problem for sure. And then of course Mega Camera up, the king of the 6-O's. I think this thing might be a little early to call. I think this thing is going to nab the most KOs out of the entire season.
I mean,
it's been putting in the work. It's been putting in the work. That camera.
It's really like the players that are going up against Aris. Like, I don't know if they're just like, he's not gonna bring camera up again, or like, you know what I mean? Like nobody is bringing anything for this thing. Like nobody is really like, he doesn't have a lot of people haven't brought like active counters to it. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Which is crazy because like you would think like. Steven having access to water, like that wouldn't be too hard, but I guess we'll find out. So I guess while you're trying to still hook up with Darwin, I'll talk about Steven's team. Now we got Mega Aggron here. This was a trade that really confused me because like he had Mega Sceptile, he traded it for Mega Aggron the week before. Yeah, I was really confused about this trade. I thought Sceptile was a really great addition to his team, and I mean, yeah, Mega Aggron's pretty hard to kill under rain because, the rain just makes his filter, against fire moves even better.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, is that really worth Sceptile? I don't know. Maybe
not in my opinion, but that was last week's trade.
Yeah. Regardless, Mega Aggron is here to stay. And I'm guessing he's just going to try and put the hurt on Aris, with that mad bulk,
Yeah,
just really try and make his day make his day a hell. And then we got Hitmonlee, obviously with the fake out support, possibly to hit Persian with them good fighting moves.
I legit forget I helped him playtest a lot this week, and I forget the team that we came up with, but like it literally was not this team, and we playtested a lot, and like the team that he brought had way less win ratios than the team that we had come up with, you know what I mean? And I don't know why he didn't bring that. I don't know why he didn't focus on like the plays that he and I talked about. But we'll talk about that in the video in a second here. But again,
I kind of wish your boy still commentated. We can ask him about it.
Right? Yeah. Well,
that's a mystery.
Anyway, so
we got Nido Queen. Here to hit the Chandelure and the Mimikyu with them dark moves.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe even. Oh wow, I didn't even realize that, yo. Look, so we got Pangoro, and we got Ursaring. We got bear versus bear,
Yep.
and I mean, I don't know, man. Let's see who hits first. That's gonna be a muscle out.
Ursaring is really. I mean, Pangoro is really cool because
He's also got parting shot.
well, yeah, he's got a lot of cool stuff, and that's another thing. I don't think he brought parting shot on this Pangoro, but I definitely suggested it.
I see. Okay.
But
well, I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, we can go ahead and get into it if you want.
Well, yeah. I mean, I guess everybody knows about Polito bringing the rain and Lapras here. You know?
Yeah, we play tested a lot, and I was like, leave Lapras at home, and he did. And as soon as he stopped using Lapras, he started like getting a way higher win ratio in the playtest. And I don't know why he was like, I'm going Lapras again. Like, I don't get it. Like, Steven, it's okay that you've been doing not that great this season, but we practiced this week, and you had it. Like, what made you second-guess yourself and change your team? Like, at the last second. We had a great team that you worked out.
I don't know.
I want answers. But, anyway, without further ado, we'll just go ahead and get into it. You ready?
Yeah, man.
I think Jay's coming. Oh, hey, Jay. There, yeah.
Hey, it's Jay.
Right as I say something.
We didn't miss you.
I was just waiting for Zach's horrible analysis to finish so I can start talking.
Hey, you know what, Jay?
No one asked him to do both trainers.
You can go back. You can leave if you want.
I like the better one, you know. It was just me and Ian. It was really calm. There was no drama. And now we have Zach again.
Oh,
all right, let's start this video.
Well, hold up. 2, just so everybody knows, we just finally gave Darwin his Mew. So that's one giveaway done so far. If you guys want your giveaways, follow the instructions in the chat, and you can get your very own Mew. Without further ado, everybody ready on the play button?
Yeah, man. Let's do it.
1, 2, 3, go! Aris versus Kid Sid. I have a lot to say about this match.
I bet.
I like that coordination. His outfit is nice and coordinated.
Yeah.
So this definitely wasn't the lead we talked about, for sure.
Oh, by the way, I'm gonna say, y'all. So there's been a lot of discrepancies, I know, with the MVP picks. If y'all got a problem with the MVPs, then freaking be here. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
Pick.
So check this out right here. This is my first little tidbit. Persian goes for the fake out. First of all, you know I'm a fan of the double protect, which is an option, but that Mimikyu's out here. He goes for heavy slam on Persian, like rock slide, dude. If Mimikyu is out there, you need to break its disguise as soon as humanly possible.
I agree. And he had Hitmo only for Persian, so that wasn't even really an issue.
Yeah, like, all he had to do was rock slide that turn, and it would have broke, and he would have had Trick Room up. Big deal. No big deal, because, like, oh, hey, heavy slam. He would have probably withdrew him because the Steel Aggron up against the Mimikyu, you know? First turn, worst turn.
Right.
Yeah, and now he rock slides.
All late and shit.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I can't answer it. But hey, you know, it is what it is. At least he got the flinch off. That was nice.
Yeah, that was cool. Which is weird. I thought that the flinch. I didn't know that disguise. You could still flinch under disguise. And substitute.
Sure. Yeah, you can still take status under disguise too.
That's crazy.
Any extra effects? Yep.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah.
So see here, this is another thing that Steven, alright, you know Trick Room is up, man. Monitor your field, guys. If Trick Room is up, man, wait that shit out. Protect. Switch and protect. Like, you know what I mean?
As a Trick Room user, I hate it when people double protect, because then it's like I gotta waste that just wasted one of my good turns for Trick Room.
Protect, switch, protect. Like,
I mean, think about it. You know, you protect.
And like, if he had switched properly, he could have. If he had switched properly, he could have set up another fake out set.
Yeah, no, that would have been broken. It is what it is. It is what it is.
So Pharaoh sets Leech Seeds. Sorry, go ahead.
I like this name on the Pangoro. Do you know anything about that?
No, I don't know shit about it.
Vampire Hunt.
But it takes a one-hit KO. Like, protect! Protect! Protect!
Ugh. Man. Well,
Trick Room is up! There's a plus sign! Okay, when you guys are playing the game, on the bottom of the screen there's a plus sign that you can hit, and it tells you what's going on with the field and how many turns are left on certain shit.
So, remember when I said we would see what happened with bear versus bear? We know who the bigger bear was.
Yeah, that was... Okay, now... He brings Liz Lapras just to pull it back out.
I don't know what's going on, man.
Did you not have Protect on Lapras?
Apparently not. At least she avoided it.
No, man, like, we practiced! I made 7 teams!
I think you're more upset that he lost than he was upset that he lost.
And he goes superpower on the Ferrothorn. If he had hit the Ursaring, it might have killed it.
I don't even know. I don't even know what he's doing anymore. And now he's going to take the Iron Barbs.
And he's leaving... Yeah, and he's leaving Aggron out there with Leech Seeds down.
I don't know what's going on in this match, I'll be honest.
It's been a tough season for Steven.
It could have been less tough than this.
There was definitely, like, a couple weeks that he just choked up. Like, there were some wins that he legitimately earned. I would say that this one was a difficult week anyway, so it's, like, not that big a deal if he did take the L. But, like, in past weeks, there's been moves that he's done that I was just like, what the fuck?
I mean, I think it just starts with, like, the initial draft. Like, a lot of us had the joke that he pretty much drafted, like, his team from last season.
Yeah.
Which, you know, was a joke, but at the same time, it's kind of true, which kind of did make him a bit more predictable. So now people are just adjusting to it, and it's just not working out for him.
He brings out his Hitmonlee and then protects. Like, why? Did you think they were going to go first? Trick Room's down, buddy.
Also, Fake Out.
Well, they're both ghosts.
Well, yeah, but they weren't ghosts before they switched in.
Even still, like, that's a good predict. And now he's switching again! Like, stop!
I mean... I wish...
And Leech Seeds is still on the field. Leech Seed is still on that Aggron.
Well, at this point, the Aggron was so weak. There was nothing going on with the Aggron.
Okay, but just so everybody knows, when you switch out, Leech Seed goes away.
I know.
So you're not switching the right Pokemon, Steven. And I know for a fact that Hitmonchan or Lee has access to knockoff.
He does have access to knockoff. I have one with it.
Here we go, protecting again!
I don't understand what's going on either.
So he protected at the end of the game when he should have protected at the beginning of the game.
Well, I guess he protected because he was going to surf.
I mean, even still.
But yeah, no, it wasn't a right call.
And you know normally I don't go ham on Steven like this.
Do you?
I don't normally, I'm saying that.
I feel like last week you were kind of hard on him too. Or I think it was like...
I think he's more hard on him. I think he's more hard... Oh, look at that wood hammer. Oof. Ooh. Ooh, baby.
And it was a crit. That's a shame.
I always forget that thing has wood hammer.
Not a Reese.
I mean, that is what it is. Those are the kind of clutch-ass moves that just come in handy in some matchups.
So... Jordan is proposing Ursaring for MVP. That's a possibility. It did some pretty good work this week.
I could see it.
Again, though, just from my perspective, like, obviously, people can put up whatever, but my idea of, like, an MVP mon is one that kind of overcame, like, diverse situations and, like, actually defined the match, where I wouldn't say that Ursaring necessarily did that, in my opinion.
I wouldn't say the Ursaring is, like, the center of the match.
Yeah, so, like, in my opinion, it did work. It did work, yeah.
Oh, man, that almost killed, too. That's a shame.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like saying, like, this camera up is, like, the defining mon of the game when it just cleaned up.
Yeah, exactly. Which is what it did in that first time when it got that 6-0, like, it was just cleaning. But that's it for Steven. I didn't keep track of that. I think that was a 6-0.
Yeah, that was
it was.
6-0. And that's think that's Reese's third 6-0 this season.
Yeah, he took that loss and he was like, all right, well, I'll tell you what, even if I'm in bottom 10, my plus minus is going to be flawless.
Right.
So we're going to, I'm going to keep a little poll tab of the things that have been suggested. And so far,
yeah, I don't think that.
I mean, he's been
again.
I'm not voting for him. I'm just
pop him up there though on the list.
Yeah, so that way people know he's up for the running. Maybe they'll be like, yeah, you know what? I liked Ursaring. Yeah, let's go Ursaring.
So we've got Jay. While we got you here, in case you ever have to scoop out today, go ahead, man. This is your matchup.
Yeah, man, I actually have to scoop out in the next 2 minutes, but I'll gladly,
talk about your team, yeah.
Wow,
yeah,
it was great having you here.
Thank you, man. I wish I could say the same about you. Nah,
let him get to his stuff. He's got to go.
Oh, man. All right, so I was up against Jalen this week. Just looking at our teams, I knew this was pretty much my match to lose, and that's no offense to Jalen. I just feel like a lot of my strongest bonds had the type advantage and the stats advantage. So I knew that Mega Altaria would be big here because he had 4 dragons on his team. And then he has like that core of water and grass, which, dragon resist, obviously. So Altaria was going to be like the big star this week. I brought my Sableye for fake out support. This Staraptor has Tailwind on it, only because I had a feeling he would try to start with like the Rain Dance on the Ludicolo, and I was trying to like stop that from happening. Yeah. So, which actually worked out for a certain. MVP from last week, my Lodic, just taking them hits and then, just dishing them out. Mamoswine's there for the dragons as well. And I brought Drapion in because I knew his Sylveon would be the biggest threat. So just in case it got out of hand, it was just there to just handle that.
Yeah, that makes sense. And feel free to dip out whenever you can. Just give us a little nod. Right. Jalen's team, though. So Jalen's team is a great example of a team that, like, has a core that it can't use. So, like, he has slow Pokemon, but no real Trick Room setters. He has Pokemon that benefit from rain, but no rain setters. So Jalen's team is a great example of a team that, like, it has a core, but it doesn't have the tools to make it work. In this week for sure. So, like, again, one of these Pokemon is bound, if not 2 or 3, are bound to have Rain Dance on them because Jalen needs Rain Dance basically, and he has almost no choice but to use it.
He actually has a Pokemon that can use Trick Room. He just hasn't brought it yet. It's that Gorgeist.
Oh, well, he just got that last week. That would have been a great Pokemon to bring this week, though, because for those of you that don't know, like, Gorgeist functions. Because it has 4 sizes or whatever, and each size has different stats. Yeah. It functions in so many different ways. Like,
I love Gorgeist.
Yeah, Gorgeist is a super interesting Pokemon that I think is really underrated, and probably one of Jalen's best pickups. But there's not really much to say about this team right now.
There's also some stuff on the wire that he could pick up if he wanted it.
He picked up that Linoon this week.
Yeah, I saw that.
That was a good pick. I'm surprised that sat on the wire for so long. I think everybody just forgot about it, if I'm being honest.
I mean, I don't know. I think people are just kind of settled with their teams right now. He should pick up that Bronzong for both Rain and Trick Room.
For sure.
But hey, whatever.
So anyway, we're gonna move on. We're gonna start the match out. Jay, you still here? I mean, Jordan?
Yeah.
Jalen? Damn it. God, so many J's, dude. Jackson?
Oh, Lord.
Josh? John?
Stop while you're ahead, Ian.
Yeah.
Alright, guys. You ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, go. Got you on the lead of your match. So you led Sableye and Staraptor for Intimidate Fake Out?
Intimidate Fake Out, Tailwind, because I kind of knew he was going to lead with Ludicolo, and he was probably going to go for the Rain Dance. So I got the Fake Out on it, and I got the Intimidate on the Swampert, so I thought it wouldn't be that much of a threat, even if it did Mega Evolve. I think I would still tank a hit, and it actually worked pretty well. You're about to see this first turn.
Okay.
Yeah, the intimidate really helps a lot. It kind of comes up late in a later match, so that there's like an interesting point I'm gonna have to talk about later. But intimidate played an interesting role this week.
Okay.
And Swampert does Ice Punch.
Yeah.
I'm assuming,
There's
right?
there's a red card that helps the Sableye out.
That was actually really unfortunate for Jalen because then Drapion comes out and
I don't know why he keeps putting that on Ludicolo.
Yo, red card and eject button are great items that need to be used very specifically.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
So I have the speed advantage. I go for the poison jab, hoping to get the kill. I didn't, but just in case, I targeted it. Just so I could get Stark out of there, so I can't take another ice punch.
U-turn on any pivot move on an intimidator is just excellent. Or a fake out, any fake out mon or intimidator, like anything that has access to a shifter move. Ooh, an earthquake would have done you way better there, Jay. Or I would have even I'm sorry, Jalen. I would have probably even swapped out my Swampert to get that intimidate off of him.
I was actually surprised he still kept it in, and I don't think he switches it out for the rest of the match, which I thought was really weird on his part because I think I get at least 3 intimidates off on the Swampert.
I don't think he was really paying attention.
It's like, well, hang on, because I remember in my, earlier days in Season 2 and Season 1 and stuff, I would see something out there and I'd be like, it's fucking dead in the water, I can't let any of my other Pokemon take a hit, you know what I mean? I would feel like it was too risky to swap it out, but like, honestly, depending on how you construct your team, switching is ideal.
Right here, I knew he was going to target my Drapion and not my Lodic, and I knew the Dragalge would have died to Earthquake. So I was just switching against the Raptor just to get a free Intimidate off.
I'm surprised it didn't do that much to Swampert. He has a high defense, I'm assuming.
Yeah, man, the thing is actually really bulky, and then Drapion itself doesn't have the best attack stuff. And then Tailwind peters out, but at that point I got the job done. I took out like his range setter, so I knew I would beat him regardless.
Yeah, and again, he's leaving the Swampert in here to do ostensibly nothing.
Right.
But eat damage for him. And Rhyperior and Swampert are great Pokemon to switch into, too. So, like, he could have been cycling them in and out with each other.
Yeah.
And again, when a fake out user comes out, this is a perfect opportunity for a double protect.
I don't know what the strategy is right now. I feel like his strategy just kind of... Yeah, I feel like his strategy just kind of hinges on Ludicolo, Rain Dance, and then after that, he just doesn't really... He just kind of tries to kind of muscles out.
That's kind of what my point was about how his team is like a formula that's not finished, you know?
Yeah, I agree there.
And it's unfortunate, we were actually talking about this earlier, that like some teams just really don't match up well. It's because some other players have some really top tier stuff, and like if you don't have an answer for it, sometimes your team doesn't match up. And if you didn't, and again, we're 14 players, if you didn't draft well, or if somebody just like sniped your stuff while you were trying to build a certain idea, you could be dead in the water for a couple weeks.
Right.
And I'll be honest, like, if you've noticed, Jalen just keeps bringing the same team every week. I mean, I know he's a busy guy, you know.
There's a lot of us that have been bringing a lot of the same stuff.
Yeah, but like, I feel like if this strategy hasn't been working, then maybe he should try some other stuff. Because he has other decent stuff on his team.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong. I mean, Aris keeps bringing the same kind of stuff, but that's because it's been working.
Right.
Well, the fated match from Season 2 is coming up this upcoming week's Week 8. Or Week 7 we're coming into. Week 7 is Jalen versus William.
Yeah.
So.
I don't think final score, so I think you're good.
Alright. I got the skull there, and just like he still didn't switch out the Swampert after 2 intimidates, and it just got burned. So I know, like now the thing he's doing.
That Swampert is just dead weight at this point.
Yeah. This actually the Calm Mind still actually scared me. I don't know why. So at that point, I was like, I really don't want to deal with this thing just in case, because I need Altaria.
Yeah. Imagine
just like, let me hit that mofo with this ice move real quick, you know?
Imagine if he had done that like a true Titus, like a Wish support Titus there with like Toxic. Like he could have fucked that Mamo up.
Not really.
I'm saying he would have poisoned it. You know, Swampert, switch, whatever. All right, I don't need to justify myself to you.
Listen, man, I was trying to think of the play. Cause I'm like, Ironhead did have, and like another one, then another one. I outspeed him regardless. So I figured,
yeah.
Yeah, the poor this Swampert, man, it's just having a bad day.
Yeah, this is a tough match for him, man.
And again, like Swampert is useful, but only truly, like Mega Swampert is only truly useful under rain.
Right.
Well, I mean, like, don't
especially
me wrong,
after 2 intimidates and a burn.
He obviously had the idea of Rain Dance. I just think he didn't put enough Rain Dance Pokemon on his team.
Okay, that's the problem. If you're going into doubles, planning on manually setting weather.
No, like that's not a bad idea. The bad idea is that he only has 1 Pokemon that sets his weather. I mean, in my Trick Room team, I at least have 2 Pokemon that's going to.
The really questionable trade was a couple weeks ago when he got rid of that Murkrow. That was a bad trade because that was his best. That was his best access to rain, and Murkrow had honestly been doing really good work for Jalen.
Yeah, I don't understand.
This turn right here, I actually felt really bad. I'm like, damn, Jalen, you really fucked up just now. But Mega Evolve, oh man, I get the fairy typing. Right, and then he goes for the Dragon Z.
No.
On the Altaria, and then at the bottom it doesn't affect it, and I was like, oh man.
Jalen. You know what's funny about that though? Philip actually, when he was playing you, he also forgot that it was Fairy Dragon. Because he was like, man, if I had Dragon Claw, I would have mopped up Altaria. I was like, no, you wouldn't have. He was like, yeah, I would have O-coded. I was like, I wouldn't have done anything to it.
Yeah, man, Altaria's been, I think, a real gem on my team. And I'm hoping that, like...
Oh, yeah, no, Altaria's a beast.
In 2 weeks, I'll face the Reese. I'm hoping that, like, it doesn't work.
Let's refer back to that Murkrow drop. So, like, the Murkrow found its way onto a Reese's team, which was already starting to make a comeback from its initial, like, week 1. He kind of had a not that great a draft, but, like, he's been really coming back each week with really good transfers and really inexplicable transfers sometimes. And then now he got access to Murkrow Prankster, and then he just got Hydreigon this week. Like a Reese's team went... started from the bottom, now we here.
I, of course, have to deal with Hydreigon again.
Yeah, the bros cycling it out on you.
Yeah, no. You get to deal with it twice now.
I'll actually catch you guys. I actually do have to leave now.
All right, man. Thanks for thanks for showing up and thanks for commentating.
I promise.
Nobody wanted you here.
I'll be here.
It's alright, man.
The fans wanted me here, Zach.
No one wanted you.
And now, unfortunately, I have to leave, and I have to leave poor Ian to,
commentate alongside a real gym.
All right. Have a good one, man.
Thanks, you too.
Peace. Okay, so we're moving on to.
I am more important to him, right? Just asking.
I mean, some of us. Some of us plan on commentating longer than others. I'll just say that. I'm just kidding. All right, so we're moving on to Josh and William.
I like these teams actually. You mind if I talk about Josh?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So this is actually a very different team than we've seen from Josh lately. If you've noticed in Josh's matches, he's been abusing Trick Room a lot. So now he's switching it up. He's playing a much faster team now. He's got Talonflame here, of course. Maybe with the Z flying move. Maybe even with Tailwind support. That's what I like it for. But hey, to each their own. We got Crustle here, probably going off with the turn 1 Shell Smash. Probably putting a good big a dent in this team that seems pretty weak to rock. So I'm excited to see what that can do. We got Breloom here with the Technician priority moves possibly. Maybe with that Spore abuse. And then we got some Noivern here. Noivern, he hasn't gotten a whole lot of use yet, so I'm excited to see what he can do with it. It's got a lot of speed. And then, of course, we got the Pachirisu with the Follow Me, all the redirection and annoying uses for Pachirisu. And then we got Weezing to top it off. Just tanking hits.
Yeah.
I like
Weezing
it.
was
I
a
like
good
it.
transfer. Didn't he just get a hold of that? Or no, he just transferred it actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, Pachirisu, that's a pretty nice team. I like his team this week. And William,
I like that it's a step. It's a step in a different direction for sure.
Okay, so let me say this. This is again another point. You were talking about how Jalen brought the same team the last couple of weeks. William's been leading the same lead for 3 weeks in a row. Okay, and like literally at the end of last stream, Josh messaged me and he's like, "I got William this week." I was like, "Word, cool." He was like, "He better not bring Lilligant Torkoal lead on me or I'll fuck him up." And I was like, I wouldn't put it past him. And then he did it. So yeah, okay, so he does that lead, and there's a couple things he could have done.
He had to laugh about that, like.
There are some things he could have done to, when he saw it, right? There are things that he could have done to win in this match, and I'll talk about those, but, and not to be a dick, and I don't even want it, because it doesn't really do what I want on my team. Give Lycanroc to someone else. Like, give it to Josh. Give it to Josh. Give it to Aris. Whoever. Give it to someone else, because you cannot use it.
I can use it.
I mean, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to William. William, you're giving this dog no justice.
I want the pupper. Give me the pupper.
All dogs are supposed to go to heaven, and Lycanroc is in hell on William's team right now.
I agree. It's in the trash can.
Anyway, he picked up the Glalie, and I actually made this Glalie, so I can't wait for you guys to actually see it show up because the name is brilliant. So I'll explain it later, but he got the Turtonator, which I think is really cool. I wanted to see Turtonator do some work, but this seems kind of like a mixed Trick Room team that didn't really have Trick Room. And then he brings his Starmie and Lycanroc. There's really not much to say. I mean, Josh has a little bit of a rock weakness, but he's significantly got an ice weakness, and he really doesn't have any weakness to grass. I guess William was trying to go for, like, sleep powders, but, like, no. Anyway, so we're ready to kick this one off. Are you ready?
Yeah, let's see this beat down.
Alright, 1, 2, 3, go! And they're leading in. Josh leads that Talonflame and Crustle, which I think he dropped this week finally. And William is leading Global and Warming, the Lilligant and the Torkoal.
Kudos to you, Josh, for bringing something different.
I actually named, obviously I made the Torkoal and the Lilligant for him as well, so I named them Global and Warming. It's a little season 1, 2, 3 joke about William and I, like, he doesn't believe in global warming. But
I just like that it says warming global.
Yeah, right? He mixed it up this week. And then he withdraws global. Bring out Lycanroc just to what? To die?
No.
And then he withdraws warming. Like, what was the point of that lead? For Starmie?
I'm assuming he didn't expect what was going to happen.
So we get a.
Also, I think a good bit of it was he was really expecting a Z flying move to hit the Lilligant for priority.
I mean, protect. So, I mean,
yeah, I hear
or
you.
even still, if he had switched, he had a bulkier Mon on his team. He could have switched into it. And attacking Crustle.
If Z flying hit a rock type, that would have been good. And actually, that was a good switch because it forced him out.
Yeah, but it was a bad lead. That's why the lead, the switch was a good switch, but it was necessary because the lead was bad. So he finally gets one attack off with Lycanroc. The first attack Lycanroc has given all season outside of Z Happy Hour.
Yeah.
And the power gem does not kill.
Wait, what? Why didn't you? Oh, because of the sun. Okay, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, and he does. Actually, we had talked about it, and he was like, "Man, if I had used Scald, it would have killed." I was like, "No, it wouldn't have." And he was like, "Why not?" I was like, "Sun." He was like, "What does sun have to do with Scald?" I was like, "Sun cuts water down by half." So the Glalie name is Third Time the Charm, right? And what's funny about that is what's funny about that is like every player who's had Glalie so far has had me make their Glalie. So William picks up Glalie and he gets Third Time Charm to try to use it right. And Double Edge does almost nothing to that Weezing, but it flinches. I'm curious, I don't think it does, but does the sun cut down ice damage? Let me look that up. I should know this. I know it cuts down water. Anyway, so protect on the Weezing to keep it alive while presumably what? He does an explosion with that Glalie. The Rock Slide comes down, does nothing to the Pachirisu.
Alright, I am back.
Glalie goes for another Double Edge. So yeah, I was just explaining how it's named Third Time the Charm because every player who's had it has had me make them the Glalie.
That's pretty funny, actually.
Yeah, so they're like, make me a Glalie. I'm like, alright. So I named it.
I have it available.
I named it Third Time the Charm. And he goes for Follow Me, which is pretty cool. I think Double Edge is gonna do nothing to it, really. Oh, it kills.
I wouldn't say that. Kind of like O-coded. Because you gotta remember, it's got the refrigerate, so it powers.
Yeah, but it did almost nothing to Weezing, even though Weezing has.
Weezing's physically defensive as hell.
Yeah, but Mega Glalie is super fucking powerful. Plus, refrigerate gives 30% and stab.
Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. Weezing's just really bulky. Probably max HP, max defense.
So I was thinking here, I was like, man, Ice Shard that fucking dragon, right? Like, Ice Shard the dragon. Ice Shard it. The Glalie's gonna die. Ice Shard that dragon. So Ice Shard would have gone off, might not have killed him, but would have done a significant amount of damage on that Noivern, and then Third Time would have died, and then this Turtonator could have cleaned up with like a Heat Wave or something, you know? Because he would have lost even more with the Life Orb right there.
Well, no, here's the Shell Smash.
I know, I'm saying, he didn't... this turn could have gone totally different for William. He could have killed that Noivern and turned the game around.
Well, I'm interested to see what the Shell Smash goes, see where that goes.
It's not going anywhere. The stockpile, Lycanroc comes back out. Stockpile not doing great. So even if he had done Shell Smash and then Ice Shard last turn and Noivern survived, Accelerock would have cleaned it up this turn if he had to, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And Lycanroc goes for the Rock Slide, which presumably, yep, takes out the Lost My Shell. Does not that much damage to Weezing, but again, physically defensive plus the stockpile. And Turtonator goes for the Dragon Pulse. Is it enough to kill the Weezing? It is! Weezing goes down. Okay, so he's not doing terribly. Loomlee comes up, which is the Breloom, and then Battycoda comes back out. And this thing should be dead by now. Or about to die, you know? Mach Punch, I would have switched for sure. So Lycanroc dies.
The Technician was definitely coming. Something was coming.
Yeah.
Period.
Draco Meteor, please don't tell me this kills.
It's gonna kill.
Oh, William. And if he had done that Turtonator special protective move, that explosion one, plus
you mean no, that move sucks.
Plus, this Noivern should be dead already.
Heat Trap sucks, Ian.
What does it do? Why?
It counters physical moves.
Okay, well, same thing for Spiky Shield and all the other ones.
Yeah, but except it only counters physical moves. So if he gets hit with Draco Meteor, he dies.
What? It doesn't actually
It's not a protect.
Oh, that's retarded.
I was about to say that move sucks. It's basically focus punch, but you have to get hit.
See, this already could have been way different. First of all, again, to reiterate, Noivern should be dead. So Noivern would not even be out there. Noivern wouldn't even be out there. This other Pokemon would have been out there, and it would have been an easy mop-up for you, Will. Like, oh, and you think Sleep Powder's gonna work on a fucking grass type?
I just don't even know what the fuck he was thinking this match.
So Will's taking it hard this week.
I think a lot of the underdogs are.
Not terrible though. He's still he still has the it's 3 to Williams 1, right, or to 2, right? 3 to Williams 2, and it's not that bad, honestly. And Mach Punch wouldn't have done shit to global or warming.
It's not like the first match of this stream.
No, yeah. This could have gone way different for you, William. Like, you should know that. That's all you need to know. Jesus Christ, you had that stocked up? You had that stocked up? This could have been over! Oh, William, you should have won, you stupid fuck!
I'm so done with you.
Real disappointed. Super disappointed.
I'm just laughing. You stupid fuck.
So now he comes out for the cleanup. He's like, I'm not gonna let my 1 HP Pokemon die. You can just shut the fuck up and give me the 3-0. William could have had it. William could have had a 4-0 on him. Even with the lead that he fucked up on. Noivern should be dead 5 turns ago.
To be fair, that lead had to go.
Yeah, the lead had to go. But Noivern should have been dead 5 turns ago.
The real issue was that lead should have never been there to begin with once he saw Talonflame. Because Talonflame alone fucked that lead up.
And then he just takes advantage of his priority Z move for the kill. That's a nuke button just sitting on his bench right there. Which, if William had had any forethought and set Stealth Rocks, wouldn't have been a big deal. So entry hazards weren't a big deal in Season 2. Like, people didn't really get to use them very effectively. But this year, they've done really well.
I mean, I used entry hazards a lot last season. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but a lot of players who used them last season, they didn't get like full advantage out of it. I was just saying, like, if you go back and watch the videos, a lot of people who set rocks or something were doing so like really late game, and it just wasn't like working out. But this year, a lot of the sets really have advantage. Anyway, we're switching on to the next round right here. Now, if you guys, what?
Well, so first off, before we do that, do you feel like there was an MVP on either side?
Let me go back.
Because I mean, I didn't get to see the whole match. I had to get my
I would have to give, if I were to give an MVP to anybody, I would have to give it to Noivern on that match.
Maybe.
Definitely.
Okay, so we'll put them on the poll. Why not?
I mean, yeah, we'll pick one from each one. Why not?
Yeah.
Noivern, for sure, I would have said, did the most work in disadvantageous situations.
Sure. Alright, so what's the next one?
The next match is Jordan versus Jackson. So, interesting match.
My two opponents I had to play before midseason.
Yeah. I'm not trying to rush things along, but I'm going to speed through this because we've seen a lot of this stuff before. So Jordan's bringing a very similar team. his Togedemaru's back with him with Fake Out, and he is leading it with Gallade for his Mega support and the fighting Psychic typing. So he brings his Gengar around this time, as well as his Gulliper for the rain setting, and his favorite Primarina partnered with Decidueye. So not a team we've seen from him before, nothing really that new from him. And pretty much the same thing on Jackson's side. Aromatisse, Cloyster, Gigalith, Slowbro, Klefki. New Pokemon, though, that we haven't seen before from him would be that Sandslash hasn't gotten any play yet, so that was cool to see this week. But pretty standard teams for these two players going into it. And Jackson actually seems to have changed his outfit this week finally, so he's got a new outfit. And we'll just go ahead and kick that off. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, 1, 2, 3, go. We know what all these Pokemon do, so let's talk about the match as it goes along. Again, the leads are Togedemaru and Gallade on Jordan's side, and then... Oops, already forgot what Jackson led. I think it was... Doesn't matter, I'm about to see it. Aromatisse and Cloyster, yeah. So, alright, here we go.
This is actually a pretty scary lead, actually.
Double Protect or double Attack? That's the only answer. Like, set Trick Room right now, and do Pin Missile on Gallade, or double Protect for the Fake Out support, right? And it turns out that he protects the Cloyster and doesn't protect the Aromatisse and gets faked out. And then Jordan sets up Swords Dance. So one pin missile. If he had done Pin Missile that turn, it would have killed Gallade. In one hit, yeah, absolutely. And it would have been from there. It would have been an uphill battle for Jordan. So now he has Poison Jab, which, again, I'm sure that Jackson just didn't even think about it. He leaves Aromatisse out there to get O-code by Poison Jab instead of protecting again. And another thing, here comes the Zing Zap, but Cloyster could have easily still done Pin Missile, but he set Spikes, which if he was going to set Spikes, should have done that last turn. Icicle Spear would have killed him probably. And now he should have switched out. What he should have done in this play was he should have switched out Cloyster to bring the sand in and let Sandslash go off. But he doesn't. And because of that, Gallade busts off an Earthquake. Because he could, if he had brought in Gigalith and done like knockoff with Sandslash, which I know for a fact he had on that Sandslash, might have O-code that Gallade there. There was like 3 times already that Gallade should have been dead, and it's already set up Swords Dance and is doing crazy amounts of work on Jackson. So far Gallade's doing real hot as far as MVP for this match. Toge comes back for Toad, which is his Pelipper, because he wanted Politoed, but... Or is it just him mocking Steven?
Maybe it is.
And he withdraws Sandslash. Like, this also would have been a perfect time to switch in your Gigalith and change the weather. And he does do that, but if he had left Sandslash in, a Rock Slide would have done lots of work. Gallade uses Earthquake, which is obviously why he partnered it with his bird. Gigalith takes almost all of its HP. Klefki takes 1 hit KO. Weakness Policy goes off, but now that it's at 1 HP and there's no Trick Room, it's not looking good for that Gigalith. And Klefki, one of the greatest support Pokemon of all time, dies because of a bad switch in.
Oh man, that's rough. That's rough.
Yeah. Slowbro comes out. Interesting point. Gigalith has Wide Guard.
Okay.
So he could have Wide Guarded here. Slowbro could have attacked. Gallade would have been dead again. A bunch of would have been deads. Ice Beam even.
That seems like this whole week, man.
Yeah, so players just not fully thinking through their moves and their plays through this week, I guess. We are getting, I mean, this is week 6, we're getting into it, you know, like, the next week is like, we're on the tail end now, you know, we're coming into the wrapping up of it, so players are starting to suffer from just having played, you know, like, a lot.
So, Ian.
Yeah.
You order Chinese food a lot, probably.
What
do you like to order from Chinese? I was just asking, where do you like to order Chinese food from? What do you like when you order Chinese food?
Like sesame chicken and lo mein noodles usually. Anyway,
okay. I got some lo mein and chicken right here. No vegetables. I don't like the vegetables.
Brings the toad back in. This would have been a great time if he had done wide guard. Zach.
I'm just like so. Anyway.
I mean, protect. There's so many moves to have done.
So is this isn't Mega Slow Bro?
This is Mega Slow Bro, and I talked to him about this, and I was like, don't Mega yet, leave it non-Mega, and I wasn't talking to him in the match, I was like, and then pull it back and regenerate, and then go Mega when it comes back in the tail end, you know? And like, he doesn't do it. Like, this right here, this would have been the absolute best time for him to have just pulled it back. If he had pulled it back this turn, right here, he could have changed the outcome of the match.
Perhaps.
No, watch. So, if he had withdrawn, after the Psychic goes off, it kills that Pokemon right there, right? So, Togedemaru comes back in. Now it's, what, 2 to 2, or 2 to 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or it's 4 to 3, so now he goes for the U-turn. If he had just withdrawn Slowbro and brought in his other Pokemon, which is Cloyster would have ate that U-turn, and then Slowbro would have healed half health. This Sandslash would have got an attack off, which it's about to get off, and it would have been a different outcome.
Mm.
See, look, he gets the knockoff for the Oko on the Gengar. Togedemaru,
nice.
Exactly, because Togedemaru would have come back in onto spikes and died, and Cloyster would have survived. You see the difference that play would have made?
Yeah, no, I agree.
And then it would have been Cloyster and Mega Slowbro versus Primarina. It was game.
Man, he messed that up. He had that.
Yeah. So now he just has Cloyster left, and it's not looking great for him. Cloyster goes for the Icicle Spear. Oko's the Decidueye without any issue. Slowbro would have taken care of Primarina.
Oh, hey, sorry.
Yeah.
Did you see this person in the Twitch chat asking for a Mew?
Oh, hey. Okay. Let me add you. I'm adding you right now. I did not see that. I'm sorry.
Hey, Lope, 875. Just letting you know, our boy's getting you that Mew together.
I'm adding you right now.
Yeah, he's gonna let you know how that's going.
So for the KO, he goes for the Hydro Vortex. Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't see the chat.
No, you're good. You're good. We appreciate you checking out our channel, brother. We definitely gonna try and hook you up, get you this nice little Mew right here. We see this I Am Kid Sid, man. You're not really welcome here. I appreciate the doggo, but you're not welcome here.
Maybe he has an explanation of why he didn't bring what he practiced.
Do you have an explanation? I don't think you have an explanation. I think you just wanted to bring Lapras. Get out of here, doggo.
Lapras. And that's it, man. You know?
Lapras.
So that's it for that match. It's a 2-0 on Jordan's part. Jordan wins. And the next one is Speakman versus Homeboy.
Ooh. Will got bronze on.
Yep.
It's pretty nice.
So,
alright.
I'm friends with you now, sir. So I'm actually logging on. Go ahead and log on to GTS.
Alright, well,
we are
while y'all...
friends. And I will get you your Pokemon. Yeah, sorry. Go ahead and talk about Dryden.
Yeah, go ahead. Alright.
No, yeah, go for it. Talk about Dryden.
Well, Zodiac Dryden is a really good monster. You can detach a material and pop a face-up monster on the board.
No, the player's Pokemon.
Oh, yeah, that one. Okay, cool.
Zodiac Dryden is banned.
It's So we got Electivire over here. Man, I'll be honest. Steven had Electivire last season, but Chris has been putting in the work with this Electivire.
Oh, we forgot last match. Who was the MVP, would you say?
Honestly, I didn't really feel like that match had an MVP in my opinion.
Okay, fair enough.
That's my opinion. I didn't really feel like there was one.
No, that's fair. I was gonna say Glade, but it didn't really do too much.
Like, I mean, like it was definitely a pressure. It was definitely putting the like mad damage on the board. But overall, I don't think it defined the match.
Yeah, good point. So we're gonna move on to this one now, and I'm actually sending you the invite now.
If anyone feels differently in the Twitch chat, y'all can vote for them MVPs.
But yeah, did you finish talking about his team already?
No, I'm about to do that now. So, like I said, Electivire has been getting in the work this season on Chris's team. I really liked it. He keeps bringing something new with Electivire every week, even though he keeps bringing it. It's always changing up, and I like that. I like that he's really experimenting with this. This is obviously his baby this season, so I'm proud of the work that he's been putting in. Empoleon's also here, man. Also putting the stones to his team. He's got that water pressure to put on the Aerodactyl for sure. And you know, now knowing that he has always been bringing Lexray, he might be even getting the Defiant boost off too. So that'll be pretty interesting to see how that goes. We got Dragonite here. Dragonite hitting hard. I don't really think he's used Dragonite a whole lot. So I'm interested to see what he does with it.
Yeah.
Espeon, I think, is a newer addition to his team. Espeon has a great amount of moves and a great amount of support moves. So it'll be really interesting to see what he does with it, especially considering that he knows that John has access to Spore with Shiinotic. So the Magic Bounce could come in pretty useful. And then, of course, we got Mega Metacham here, taking KOs left and right. And finally, we got one of the other legendary birds out here, Articuno. That is another addition to Chris's team recently, and I'm excited to see what he does.
That's a cool one.
Yeah, no, I really like Articuno.
This right here is the Shadow Lugia. I'm sorry, I'm giving another Pokemon for Lop. This right here is Shadow Lugia. It's from XD Gale of Darkness. It's got the Psycho Boost, etc., etc. I'm going to give you this one, and then 2 more legendaries that can't be traded on GTS. So, you can get 3 just for following us. And I whenever we do these, like, where I have to add your friend codes, I always give you guys, like, the ones that you missed from the previous weeks and stuff. I always keep them on deck so I can give, like, new people that are watching the stream, you know, those old giveaways that they missed. But anyway, that Articuno does look gnarly.
Yeah, no, we spoil our babies, that's for sure. Anything else? So we got now John's team. John has been bringing John, like a lot of the players lately, has again been bringing the same team. It's been putting in some work, so I can't blame him for it. It put in some work versus me just a couple weeks ago. So he's been getting in some great work with it, so I can see that he's liking what it's doing. We got Weavile here with the Fake Out support. Mega Aerodactyl, man, this thing is just a beast, man. It just hits real hard. I'm assuming that's going to do a lot of damage to the Articuno and Dragonite if it stays out there long enough. We got, let's see here, the Spore support for Shiinotic. And also the Fairy-type damage could also possibly come in handy versus Dragonite if it lives. And then we also got Luxray with the Intimidate support. He's been putting a lot of Z moves on this thing, so I'm wondering if he switches it up. I actually have been noticing a lot of players have been using Z moves on the same Pokemon each week, so
that's
I'm interested to see if he changes it up. So.
That's an interesting point because it's double-edged in that way that, like, if you are using the same Pokemon or the same Z move or the same Pokemon for the same a Z move or whatever, then, like, you can kind of bait your opponent into thinking, is that his Z move user or what? And, like, there's little subtle psychological things that you can do to, like, kind of get into your opponent's head. One of which I'm a fan of personally. Like, hang on, let me finish. Like making a move on a Pokemon and then like last minute or without saying anything, and then they're like, "Why'd he get that? Why'd he get that?" You know what I mean?
And I think that's that's a pretty good point. Also, it just really depends how much do you need that move to go off.
Yeah.
Like some Z moves, I feel like they serve a very specific function. Like
There was this one time in season 2 where if you hadn't used a Z move, you would have been feather danced to death.
Oh,
All right. Anyway, let's move on.
we're not talking about that 6-0 this week, okay?
That. I think it was a 5, but whatever. Anyway,
No, it was 6.
Moving on. We're gonna go ahead and start this match. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. 1, 2, 3, go. I had a rough season last year, so if
It was
anybody
definitely a
understands,
6-0.
well, I was
I
in the
don't care
middle.
what you said.
I was in the middle all season last year, so like I didn't necessarily have a rough season, but it wasn't ideal, you know.
We also didn't have as many players, though.
I mean, we had 9.
We didn't have 14.
We had 10 technically. Oh, so he does bring. He leads the 2, the Electivire and Polion, and now I'm thinking that he's gonna do a fake out and switch that bird out. You know what I mean? I don't think he likes what he sees, and that's exactly what's happening. He brings in Kokoshi, who is gonna use his Intimidate, and
which gets the Defiant boost.
does it trigger now?
What? What?
It triggers Defiant!
Oh!
And last but not least, actually, Lop, I'm gonna give you Wish Chansey, because I got it, so.
Yeah, I like how you're just giving them all this stuff. Like, hey,
Well, you know, while I have
Yeah,
while I have him here. Keep an eye on the chat, just to see if anybody else adds their friend code, so I can keep on top of that.
oh, but you didn't keep it in. I mean, I guess it's fair.
Fake out goes out on. Yeah, I don't know. That would have been a great time for a double protect. You know.
Maybe.
Last one, buddy. Here you go. Nope, wrong one.
Oh, I see. He wanted to get that Earthquake off. But dang, man, that knockoff hurt, man. And it took off his Life Orb, so he couldn't Oko to Kakashi.
And the Z move comes out.
Yeah.
Is that the same Pokemon he's been using a Z move on?
Yeah.
Is it the same Z move?
Yeah, it's been electric.
Oh, don't get too comfy now.
Mm-hmm. And I think that was the only reason he switched out the Empoleon. He knew it was coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, John, you might want to be careful about that, buddy.
So, Aqua Jet does a decent amount. Icicle Crash gets avoided.
Oh, it misses!
And the Rock Slide kills?
I don't know.
We've always been doing really good work on John's team.
I'll agree with that. I think that'll if he has the best Pokemon, that's probably it.
Okay, so far in this match, I'll say that Electivire is looking like a pretty good, valuable player, if you will.
Yeah, maybe. But I don't know, man. It's on hinge right now, man. It got knocked off. It lost its Life Orb, so and that knockoff took a lot of damage, man.
Yeah,
a lot of damage.
So how do you feel about Aqua Jet versus this? I think that's what he does, right? No, he does not. What do you feel? Do you think that Aqua Jet would have been the call?
Ooh.
You think that Aqua Jet was the call there?
Yeah, most likely. Yeah. I don't think it was definitely the wrong call.
I mean, how much damage do you think it would have done?
I couldn't say for sure.
Would it have killed with a fake out on this next turn?
No.
I'm saying he
Fake
gets
out.
that. He gets the Aqua Jet with Dragonite.
No, because fake out isn't super effective.
Yeah, but he has huge power.
Doesn't matter.
Alright, we're getting fuck off. We'll see how much damage it does. So is this a double protect? It is not a double protect. Fake out gets protected. Sniper target goes for trick.
What's going on? What's going on? Ah! Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Oh snap. So now no more stockpile abuse, buddy. No more. We ain't playing that game this time.
That was a good play.
And now he's getting the light leftovers recovery. That's freaking awesome. Ooh, that's gonna hurt. This is gonna be a tough match for him, man. He's already lost a couple of his valuable Pokemon.
Yeah, John did really well.
And now we got the Reflect going off. So now this Leech Life ain't gonna do that much.
No, it's enough to keep him alive.
Yeah. This is looking tough, man. That aerial ace, man. That took a punch.
Rico Suave comes out.
Yeah.
Don't tell me you brought Kakashi back in. Alright.
No,
Shiitake.
I believe Kakashi's dead.
No, I'm pretty sure he switched him out.
I could be wrong. Like I said.
I'm nearly positive he switched him out. Oh, the Psychic gets the special defense drop. And it's enough to kill his Espeon, right? Yeah. So now it's 2. This is a steep. I don't think Speakman's been into this position before.
Nah, man. Not at all.
Notice how, like, more chill we're talking about Speakman because he performs well.
Yeah. Oh, I like that name, Vanilla Ice. And he's got the shiny Articuno.
He's welcome.
Man, will you stop making Pokemon for people?
Listen, man, I've basically made.
He's got Kakashi, so now he does got the Defiant boost.
Yeah, I've basically made Pokemon for like almost every player this year.
Ouch.
Hurricane does a good job.
Rocking like a hurricane.
And then Drill Peck cleans up on the Kakashi.
For the kill.
And now this is a bad position to be in because the Defiant boost on Empoleon.
He just helped him.
Mm-hmm.
Would have been better at least like let him not
and he's got ice against 2 flying types.
Man, this is gonna be interesting to see where this goes. Okay, so you got the Protect on Aerodactyl. Oh wow, okay.
Goes trying to get the flinch probably, right? And he does.
Ooh.
Liquidation blocked. That was a good play on John's part. So it's still 2-3. I don't know how I feel about this withdrawal.
Is the cleaner in here? Am I seeing myself correctly? Man, somebody clean this cleaner out.
Nah, he's not here. Blizzard, and it goes off in Oko's Mega Unknown, bringing it to 2-2.
I'm going to be honest. If we're talking MVPs this week, I'm really liking this Articuno.
Really?
I agree.
Oh, well, you know what's good about that?
And look,
I already have it.
Jay was here.
I already have it, and I can already make it.
Well, I'm liking it because it's been putting in work.
No, it really does. It basically turns the game around for him.
Yeah. No, I'll like I said, I'll be honest. I think that is what turned the game around for him because, you know, it's just getting these Okos left and right with the Hurricanes.
Did you know that that's a Gen 1?
No, I didn't.
It's a Gen. It's a Gen 1 Articuno.
Okay.
I like to make fancy shit, you know.
I'm definitely liking it though.
For those of you who don't know, when we do an MVP, we actually do a giveaway of that MVP throughout the whole week. I think we missed my Milotic this week, but that was my fault. And I'll be distributing that at a later date. But that's it, and that changes the whole game for Speakman right there. So definitely Articuno. Articuno is on the list.
Yeah, Articuno is my vote.
I might even be my, like, you know, depends on the rest of the matches. I've seen most of them, obviously, but sometimes, you know, you get a surprise in there.
Yeah.
I'm about to check on that Articuno real quick so I can give you guys some more, not all the details, obviously, especially if it doesn't win an MVP. I just want to give some background details on it.
You don't need to because it might not win.
It might not win, but I just want to talk about it because I did like that.
Nobody cares about you bragging about the things you do.
It was a Gen 1! It was a Gen 1 Articuno! With, ooh, wait till you guys see its move pool. Oh, if he wins, wait till you see its move pool. Anyway.
Man, I don't want it to win now just because you want to brag about it.
No, Speakman chose the move pool, and it's really nice. Anyway, we're on this next match, which is me versus Phil. For those of you that don't know, Phil's been my best friend basically since I was like, oh damn, when did we meet? I met him when I was like 11.
It took a break for a couple years.
Like 1 year, basically. We had a falling out where I was a dick to him and he took a break. But then he comes back this season to play with us, actually. And this is his first season. He's doing really well. But we've always had a Pokemon rivalry. And before we got into competitive battling, when we would play casual, you know, like neither of us really had battle strategies or whatever, Philip used to win mostly. And then when we started playing competitively and I started like actually paying attention to like move pools and stuff, like I'm talking when Philip and I would play, I would have a Jolteon with all light electric moves. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. Like I would be having a Typhlosion with all fire moves, like retarded shit. And so Phil would win a lot. So now we're going in. He's getting better competitively, but he still hasn't had as much competitive experience as me. And then here I am doing really well this season. So this is a true rival match. And if you turn on the music when you watch the battle with us, it's Tenacious D, which is like it's like one of Philip and I's favorite bands. But like at the part where he brings in Houndoom, who's like kind of like a gothic metal, you know, Pokemon. The Tenacious D song, The Metal, comes on, and it's awesome because it comes on like right as he Mega Evolves.
That's freaking awesome.
But anyway, I'll talk about my team. So obviously, I know that Phillips brought a lot of fire lately. I'm sure everybody's seen it. It's his core of his team is fire, and then he just got Liepard, so I knew that switching in and out was going to be a thing, right? So I'm bringing my Crocodile to lead for Intimidate, but also Stealth Rocks.
Ooh. I like it, I like it.
Yeah.
Clefable for the unaware follow me support. And I learned a lot about Clefable this match, which actually fucked me up. So there's some things I want to talk about with that. And then Zapdos is a really interesting set this week that actually benefits. I can't wait to talk about that one. Heracross, who I just got and I haven't really used yet. Vaporeon has been, I'm pretty sure, every week on my team. And then he's the mascot, you know. And then we got my Yukimura, aka Goliaspad, who Jay used to such great effect last year that I sniped this year.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah, I was impressed. So, Goliaspad's really tight, and again, he has a lot of fire types and stuff. So I've got ground support, I've got water support. You know, like I've got my bases covered pretty much. Anybody, either of you guys want to talk about Phil's team at all?
Well, Jay, you just got here. Nobody really wanted you here, but why don't you go ahead and talk about Phil's team?
We've all been really civil, Zach. You gotta change the attitude when you're the one that doesn't. You don't want to get picked on, bro. You don't want to be running a Leave Zach Alone campaign.
Name one time I've ever not been civil. That's right. You can't.
Just now.
Every time.
Every time, yeah. Fucking. Every time he asks that question, it's like immediately exactly what just happened. Like,
I think it's like the point of the joke.
So yeah, Jay, go ahead and talk about Phil's team.
I got you, man. So as Ian said, Philip's team, the main core of it is fire. So he does have that Drought Ninetales to mix with the Houndoom. Because as you all know, Mega Houndoom's special attack stat is just off the charts. And then combine that with the Sun, those heat waves definitely hurt.
It's ridiculous.
He leads Machamp and Roserade, which I was just looking at. I'm a bit confused about because which is a good lead because you did lead the Crocodile first. and I'm assuming his Machamp is probably no guard with an Assault Vest. So I mean, he might want to get some early damage off. The Rose Raid I'm not too sure about though. I would expect him to lead the Liepard, which is right next to him, which is just there for fake out support, and since it does have access to Prankster,
yeah,
could definitely do a lot of things support wise. And then lastly, he has the Dusknoir, and in our matchup, I actually put in a lot of work. It really caught me off guard, so I'm just eager to see what Philip does with it, because it could be a really tanky Pokemon, but it could be tanky and also deal out a decent amount of damage.
Yeah, and no spoilers whatsoever, but this is definitely a good match, and this is a match where, like, I'm glad I got it here because I make some mistakes that I want to talk about, and like he also makes some mistakes or whatever, but like it was a good match. It wasn't a match in such a way that like where one of us was like on top the whole time. You know what I mean?
Right.
And we'll get into that in a second here, but you guys ready?
Yes, sir.
Alright, real quick before I start it, I just want to remind everybody, if you want your giveaway Pokemon, I just posted it in the chat. Add our friend code. Post your friend code. Let us know in the chat that you've added us. And post your friend code, and then I'll add you. We'll log on. I'll get you a Mew. If you're a new viewer, I'll get you the some of the events that you've missed from previous streams, like Hoopa and Generation 3 Seismic Toss, Registeel, Wish Chansey, all those types of events. Pokemon I have just lying around waiting on you guys to give me your friend code. But other than that, we're gonna do the countdown now. 1, 2, 3, go. So this is a great match. Super excited to talk about this one, man. I'll go ahead and spoil it. The Crocodile, who I know it's a corny name, but I love the nickname I chose for it, has Choice Scarf on it because I need to outspeed his shit. So his name is CU Gator. Which it doesn't make sense because it's a crocodile, but
it was a good try.
I get the Intimidate off. Here's something I didn't know. Clefable's Oblivious, is that the ability? Unaware? Unaware. Clefable's Unaware is also unaware of stat drops.
Ooh, that's interesting.
So the Intimidate is not gonna help him. And check this. So he does a Dazzling Gleam. CU Gator eats that shit. Poison Jab. Full force from Machamp. No Intimidate at all.
Why is he named Marvin?
Marvin the Martian, dude. It's a moon Pokemon.
Oh, that's weird.
Duh, Zach. Come on, bro.
I don't know, man.
Okay, so check this out. I bring out CU Gator and bring out my Zapdos, and I'm pretty sure I protect with Marvin. But there's a very specific item on Zapdos that is you'll see. Dazzling Gleam.
Offensive.
Hang on. Here it goes. Dazzling Gleam busts off. Hits Zapdos. Triggers Red Card. This is a situation where you use Red Card, where I have rocks set on the field, and his team is weak to them.
So I was just saying, not to sound like, transphobic or anything, but I just feel like Clefable shouldn't be a male. I don't think you should have.
That's a weird thing to be concerned about.
You know what? I am.
I pull CU Gator back in, get a second Intimidate off on the Machamp, and now it counts for both Pokemon because Marvin, the Unaware Martian, is not there anymore.
Right.
And my Mankey gets the discharge off.
I think we should strive for only male Clefables. I mean, female Clefables.
Shut up. Poison Jab gets 8 by CU Gator. I was really worried I was going to get poisoned at any time. This I was really worried about too. So Phil goes for Continental Crush with with the Dusknoir, and obviously it's going after my bird.
Huh.
And I'm
that's kind of funny, the thing about it, because it's like Red Card pulled that out.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I'm 100% positive if Intimidate hadn't gone off, I would have died.
Yeah, for sure.
I survive, and then I get to Disquake.
So, yeah, man. That was cool, though. Like, what was it? Like, Stone Edge or Rock Slide or something? Or
I don't know what it was. You'd have to ask him. But I was really hoping to get that kill on Machamp, but he survives and actually does his due diligence on CU Gator. So, I hate to say it, but I would have to say that Zapdos does a lot of work this match. So, I mean, I'm not gonna purport it, but if you guys think that what I think, you know, we got a second legendary bird that might have put some work in.
Dang, he named it T'Chaka after Black Panther.
Black what?
Panther. That's the dude's name.
See, I thought I was testing this too. I was like, does Follow Me outspeed Fake Out? It does not.
They have the same priority.
I was gonna do double protect, but I was trying to see if I could get the, you know,
a quick search on Bulbapedia would have told you that.
Yeah, well, I was in the middle about to go on a date night with my fiance. Sorry, dude. Like,
I'm just saying.
Ian, so I'm talking about.
I'm just saying.
So another reason, by the way, Jay, you had said you weren't sure about that lead. So Roserade and I get the roost off with Zapdos. Roserade and that Machamp have poison on them for Marvin, essentially.
Right.
So that roost has been putting in the work on that Zapdos.
Yeah. Is that the second roost he got off already, or is that the first one? I think that's the first one.
No, I was saying not just this match. I was saying in general, because like I know for a while we were debating on like what we should like use for your Zapdos.
I've used like 5 different sets for my Zapdos, honestly.
Yeah, I was just saying like Roost has been putting in some good work.
Yeah, it has been putting in a lot of work.
I see you got Roost and Protect on this one.
Yep, because for double protect, when he saw this, he was like, "What?" I was like, "Dude, double protect is literally my signature move." But it's funny because he straight steals it later on. Brings T'Chaka back, and he sets this. And at this point, I think that this is the worst move he could have done. No, I'm saying I think this is the worst move he could have done because.
Jesus.
Bike.
He set Sun, and I have Heat Wave on my Zapdos.
You know what I think? I think Clefables should only be females.
I don't know how Roserade survived that, man.
It has a decent amount of like special defense. I think it's like base 110, if I'm not mistaken.
True.
You know why it survived?
I might not have had full investment on special attack.
Why did it survive, Zach?
Let me check.
Because unlike that Clefable, that Roserade is a female. Its dress protected it.
You're so obsessed about the weirdest shit.
Hey man, I just need to identify these genders, okay?
Listen, man, all I'm
Pokemon
saying
genders.
is, moments like this are why you keep like losing points. Every time I try to give you points for your funny jokes, I feel like you always just mess it up.
So check this out. I did have full special attack investment on that Zapdos, but I had a little bit in HP, and so that's why the Zapdos keeps surviving too.
So what's the Yukimura?
What, you mean the name?
Yeah.
Yukimura is a samurai from the Sengoku period of Japan, when there was the warring lords like Tokugawa Ieyasu and Masamune Date.
I mean, I was just kind of like thinking like it was like from some anime. It was gonna be cool or something.
Well, it's a samurai, so Yukimura. It is from technically an anime because they make animes about the Sengoku period and video games.
Have you watched an anime based on Sengoku?
Yeah, Sengoku Basara Heroes.
Oh,
Ooh.
Cool.
So
that's all you had to say.
Anyway, we both Mega Evolve, and Heracross is afraid. Goes for the Protect.
Do you blame him?
No, this is what I was like, damn, because I thought I could survive it.
Oh,
no, man, that Houndoom is a beast.
I thought I could survive it.
Man, that's double Heat Wave. Fox and Doggy.
Yep. So Yukimura comes back out. I think that Philip is forgetting Dark's weakness to Bug.
Right.
And I switch in
bug,
Titus.
the bug weakness is
Oh I'm saying
covered by the
it's
fire
enough.
typing.
It's enough with my like
The
stab.
fighting typing would have killed it though.
I know, but it's enough with my stab and the solar power damage to kill it.
Right.
I guess.
So Titus just tanks 2 heat waves.
So you didn't have a fighting type move on that Heracross?
I do. Heracross wasn't on the field.
That's what I was asking about.
Yeah, I was afraid of getting heat wave KO'd.
Oh.
So he protects again. Double heat wave again. Titus might be an MVP actually, because Titus takes 2 sun boosted heat waves and then another 2 heat waves and survives.
I mean, it's also a water type.
I'm saying, but under sun, it took 2 from these 2 Titans, dude, and then he turns around and KOs both of them.
Bruh, I got you right now. Let me see.
That's no. No.
Leave it up to the viewers, man.
Well, okay, viewers, do you feel like Titus is MVP? Let me check the chat. That's a solid no.
Shut up, man. They're 10 seconds behind us. Oh, somebody put their friend code up.
I like how you checked the chat.
He actually checked the chat.
Shut the
Oh,
fuck
yeah,
up,
by the
man.
way,
You gotta give him time to catch up. T'Chaka faints with 1 pin missile, and that's it for Philip v. Ian.
That's a solid win for the boss.
But
the
it's
CEO.
3-0
So-
instead of what could have been like a 5 or a 6-0 even if I had played
So
properly.
Hershey's
Hershey's not in here.
No, Hershey is in here saying yes. Wow, you don't even pay attention to the chat. What's wrong with you?
I'm gonna need you to shut the fuck up.
Whoa!
Whoa,
man.
watch the language.
This is a
This is
civil.
a
stream.
civil conversation.
So Hershey says yes, but to what?
So Hershey, who do you feel like is MVP right now?
In
I'm
that
thinking-
last match.
I'm thinking no one was MVP in that match. No, I'm kidding.
There, agree.
What?
Yeah, I mean,
Both Zapdos and Titus did mad
Right.
work.
but I just feel like Articuno outperformed it.
Yeah,
Well, I'm talking about
Articuno-
we're talking about this match though.
Oh,
like you
this
can
match?
vote, yeah, you can vote for Articuno over either of these guys later, but for this match, like, was there an MVP here?
Yeah, man.
I see the face you used. That's great.
So it's Titus. You vote for it. I'm
I'm
gonna put him up there. Titus is on the fourth on the list. We have added you, Oracle. We are about to log online.
Ian. Hey, Ian.
Don't just shut up.
Dang, man. I was just trying to see if you were okay, but alright.
God, man, the Titus hate is raw out here in the hood.
like, does it offend you that much that people hate on Titus?
Especially, he's like, alright, last season, hate on Titus all you want. This season, Titus doing work.
Here we go.
Oh, could you have a toothier laugh?
Zach, you have the greatest laugh, bro.
Dude, it's so toothy. It's so toothy. It's in the back of his throat.
Thank you.
Like, what the hell? Sounds like a damn walkie-talkie.
Dude, he sounds like Donald Duck, man. So go ahead and log online.
I read you 2-4.
Go ahead and log
No,
online.
Hershey,
Oracle.
please don't. Please.
What'd you say, Hershey? What'd you say?
He said
No,
Titus
Hershey,
MVP.
don't!
No,
You betrayed
bro.
us. You betrayed the stream.
Man, who's he gonna vote with? The guy that gives him all the Pokemon, or you?
That's biased.
The dumbest commentator. I mean, I can see him siding with Jay, but you?
Man, Hershey, you let me down, bro. Hershey, you let me
Zach,
down.
We're waiting on you, Oracle.
let me down. You let me down, actually, because I was rooting for you this week.
I tried, bro. I
It's
tried.
okay. No spoilers, though.
So while I wait for Oracle, we're gonna go ahead and switch to the
You know,
to the video so you guys can watch it. Oracle, just so you know, I'm online right now. If I gotta log back on, I will. But go ahead and get on, and we got some event Pokemon to get you. Anyway, we're switching over to the replay, which is boom boom.
Mike versus me.
Mike versus you. Oof.
Yeah.
If you guys don't mind.
All right, Jay, you want to take the handle on Mike?
I got you, man. So Mike's Arcanine is probably, in my opinion, been one of the top 5 Pokemon.
Absolutely.
It's just been
Absolutely.
putting so much work every
Just
week.
wait till you see this game with it.
And who knows? Maybe Arcanine might be the 2-time MVP. You know?
No, I don't think that you can get 2-time MVP until playoffs. Like,
All right. I respect that.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you.
He could have been MVP if he wasn't already MVP for sure.
No. I'm saying there's a Pokemon in this match that's clearly more MVP than
Okay.
Arcanine was.
Right.
And this is actually the last match, I think, too, because this
It is.
and Zach was feeling down about it, but this is the best match this week.
Yeah.
Sorry, I interrupted you, Jay. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Jay, go ahead.
What happened? Sorry.
Before he so rudely interrupted you.
Yeah, again, that's just Arcanine. Mike's Seismitoad has also been, really good against teams that maybe want to bring a weather. A lot of the times we've seen in the past, it does have rain dance on it. It also has Swift Swim, so it does have speed. The opposing Pokemon. This Whimsicott is a Pokemon I'm really a fan of. Has access to Prankster, and I think it's just a great support Pokemon. Crobat was on my squad last year. It's a Pokemon that I love dearly, that I know can put in a lot of work. I think it's a great what's what I'm looking for. It's a great pivotmon to constantly switch in and out with access to U-turn, and it can run that toxic if it wants to just spam that. I haven't seen Gothitelle in a doubles format, to be honest. I don't know much about Pokemon, so I'm really eager to see, because it's an introduction for me, and it's being used by someone like Mike, who has, we all know is someone who's a great battler. He's really smart when it comes to making his team. And then he has the Hydreigon, which he actually traded Cerise, which I thought was surprising, because I thought it's been putting a massive amount of work on my team.
Check it,
But
bro. They
then
baton
Mike
passed
also
that shit.
got his baby.
They baton passed that shit, dude. So it's like Mike v Zach, Hydreigon. Zach v Zach v Reese, Hydreigon. They're baton passing this shit on him.
Yeah.
But then Mike at the same
I'm
time
enjoying it.
United with his Tyranitar that he loved last season.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, it's a pretty solid team overall.
Well, here's the interesting thing. He did get that Tyranitar, and I was immediately like, I use Stoutland. Stoutland's a great Pokemon, but Stoutland since season 1 has been one of Mike's favorite Pokemon. So I was like, I wasn't, me, I'm not gonna hardball you on a trade. I was like, you want your Stoutland, I'm assuming? And he was like, nah. He was like, I'm not even going Stoutland. No, I usually don't hardball on trades.
No, I'm talking about I'll probably hardball someone on trade.
Oh, I mean, yeah. Mr. Wonderful over here.
You always hardball me on trades. What are you talking about, Jay?
Hey, Plague Doctor, I am Murrah, and I am
All your shit is
requesting...
trash, Zach. All your shit is trash. I don't want trash on my team. Yeah, I said it.
My in-game name is Murrah, and I'm requesting the trade.
Alright, so getting to my team. It looks pretty obvious from a glance at what I'm trying to go for with the Trick Room. We got the Trick Room set up with Coffergrigus and Slowking, setting it up. Mr. Mime here with the fake out support and just general utility mon. It's been I got actually a lot of love for Mr. Mime, and I'm been putting some pretty decent work with it, at least.
You fucking look like Mr. Mime.
My hair is like literally the reverse
man.
of Mr. Mime. I don't have any hair on my sides. It's like the reverse.
It was more the short and weird, creepy vibe.
You know what, man? Just because no one likes Titus doesn't mean you have to talk crap about me, man.
Anyway, Coffergrigus.
So, call for Gigas. He is here for the Trick Room support. General utility as well, just burning stuff. Or putting status on things, just helping support the team with them Shadow Balls, of course, as well. We got, now, in hindsight, this was probably not the best idea, knowing that Arcanine is one of his best Pokemon, but we have here in a row 3 Pokemon that are times 4 weak to fire. So go figure.
Yep.
Escavalier, you know, he's here. The idea was to have answers for Hydreigon all over the place and to really try and outspeed his team, because I noticed he had a lot of fast Pokemon. So that was really the idea behind the whole Trick Room facade. So we got a Escavalier here to Mega Horn things to death, here to put the hurt on things. We got a Abomasnow here to go Mega, hit with them powerful 100% accurate blizzards. And
Oh yeah, Abomasnow fucking sucks. I mean, what?
All right, man. I hear you.
It's like Glalie. Oh, you missed it, Jay. You weren't here. I'm sorry. I know I interrupted again. I'm king of that. But Jay, you missed it. So William brought Glalie this week, right?
Uh-huh.
And so I was telling him about how basically every trainer who has had Glalie so far was like, make me a Glalie. And William is no exception. William was like, make me a Glalie. So I named it Third Time Charm. And it's still lost!
I'm telling you, man, the thing is trash.
Anyway, continue on, Zach. You got the Sandslash?
Yep, with Slush Rush. Slush Rush, Sandslash.
Actually, Zach, you know what I wanted to ask you, which was
Yes.
when I first saw your team, I was really surprised that you didn't bring Gliscor, and I just want to know the reason behind that, because I noticed that Mike has a lot of, he has a good mix of special attackers and physical attackers, but I just feel like Gliscor would have been a really good shutdown to Arcanine. So I just wanted to just know like your process and why you made that choice.
Because, so Gliscor, not only does it really not fit too well with the Trick Room vibe I was really going for,
Right.
in hindsight, again, I probably shouldn't have brought Trick Room.
Right.
But anyway, so Gliscor I didn't bring because he's got a lot of very powerful special attackers on his team, and Gliscor is not the best in special defense, so
Right.
I didn't feel like it was going to get a whole lot of good use.
Let me say this though, like
Also Taunt Whimsicott is a pain in the ass, so
yeah,
that
sure.
would have destroyed Gliscor.
let me say this about Mike's team, like Jay was saying, Seismitoad has also been doing really good work for Mike in like a really niche way too, like not so a lot of players who are succeeding this year, and it's not to disparage any other players that are doing badly, but a lot of the players that are succeeding kind of are bringing a mixture of traditional thought with like a little bit of abstract thought. So like
Right.
Mike's been bringing Rain Dance on the Seismitoad, and it's been doing work, and the Seismitoad has been doing really good work. So like just some players who have been kind of strictly by the book haven't been doing as well, and then other players who have been like all off the wall have also not been doing well. Kind of got to meet in the middle there, but the Seismitoad, like I don't know how it does in this match, I forget, but honestly Seismitoad has a strong possibility of getting MVP once in this season at least.
Anyway,
You guys ready?
yeah,
Yes,
I'm
sir.
ready.
All right, 1, 2, 3, go, and you can go ahead and take the lead on this, Zach.
I don't know what you want me to say there.
I mean, you know, it's your match. Talk about it.
Well, it doesn't go like I planned.
Oh yeah, I love the stance. I actually changed my battle style this week too.
Yeah, the Giovanni stance, I liked it a lot.
It's a good one.
All right, so
This is a new Arcanine too.
So the idea was to fake out, get the Trick Room off, pretty much guaranteed. But this switch really just kind of puts the nail in my coffin.
The Puff. Oh yeah, the Gothitelle, and
The Gothitelle Whimsicott. So now, of course, Gothitelle has Shadow Tag, so I can't switch out. And now I'm stuck versus Prankster Whimsicott here, who is gonna put some serious hurt on my team, as you'll see. But now he definitely didn't expect this. The ally switched, who does have priority, switches Slowking it in place with it.
avoiding the Encore to Trick Room so that it wouldn't repeat.
Yeah, all that switch is really interesting.
And then Nasty Plot goes off, which would have been clutch had it not been for Prankster Whimsicott.
Yeah. This is kind of a deadly combo right here. And he's
Yeah.
trapped you, and now he's going to Calm Mind boost off?
Yep.
That is nasty, man.
Not good.
Yeah. So now you can kind of just guess what's going to happen here. Ally switch is going to happen. He knows it's going to happen, and he's going to Encore again.
But now we have a Nasty Plot versus a Calm Mind.
Yep.
Alright, Oracle, thanks for checking out the stream this week. We will have more giveaways to give you next week. And if you follow us on Twitter or YouTube or our Facebook or whatever, feel free. And we stream every Sunday, and we're going to do an extra stream on Pokemon Day, February 27th. And, as we get more popular, we'll expand to more days. But, thank you for participating in our giveaway, man.
In hindsight, I wish I saw the Encore coming and hit him with the Ice Beam, but it did not happen. However, if you noticed... Well, no, I was saying what I had, Ice Beam on the Slowking.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, as you could see, he did try to taunt the Slowking, but this Slowking is different than the Slowkings I have been bringing. It has Oblivious, so the taunt didn't go through.
But Encore does?
Yeah, it's still, it's not perfect.
It's just unfortunate. I wish it didn't work like that, obviously. He's too powerful! But he's got no extra special defense from Calm Mind. If you had done that with Calm Mind, it might have been different. If he had Encored your Calm Mind.
I don't think I was really expecting this to happen at all.
Oh no, you're trapped.
Yeah, straight up, this was not intended. So I knew he was going to Encore again. I knew the only way to get out of this situation was to be desperate. And unfortunately, I had to use up my secret technique for the Arcanine.
Secret technique. Shadow boxing. Here comes that Z move.
You pissed off the Slowking, man. You don't do that.
Hey,
That's
stop messing with Zapdos, Articuno, and Moltres. Lugia, get out here. Anybody in Pokemon Movie 2000? No?
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
Oh, damn, you actually kill it.
Yeah, man.
Oh, you got the Nasty Plots off, yeah. Oh, and the Encore, you Z-move powers through Encore, okay.
Yeah.
That was a good play. That changed. See, alright.
That's what I was trying to say earlier. Where
Dude, you got nothing. You got nothing. You got nothing to feel bad about, man. That was a sick fucking. That was a sick play, dude. Like you broke the trap essentially.
Yeah, I had to. It was all I could do. It was all I could do.
That was awesome. Why didn't you make? Oh, you switched in. Okay.
I knew he was gonna try and kill the Slowking off, so I was like, I'm gonna switch in this resist to the Brave Bird.
And Moonblast gets ate up by Abomination. So now, what are we expecting? Like a double protect? Or a switch and a protect?
Well, that's what happens.
And... Oh! 1-2. Puffy goes for the Tailwind, assuming it's going to die or to get down to 1 HP if it has the Focus Sash, which I don't think matters because it got hit by the snow. So it's assuming it's going to die. But, oh! You didn't go Rock Slide.
No. I was really fearing the Brave Bird hitting my Abomasnow. I really didn't want to lose it at that point.
Why didn't you Mega that turn then?
I think I did, and I had to go back to change a move.
Oh, okay.
And yeah.
Yo, you know what's cool though that I was playing around and testing? If you had waited to Mega Evolve until later and like your snow had gone down, it would have triggered Snow Warning again.
Oh yeah, I know.
And that shit is cool. The Mummy goes off. Uh-oh. It doesn't matter because he did U-turn.
Right.
and the Arcanine comes out getting that clutch Intimidate off on your already, like, and that's the answer to your Sandslash right there too.
Yeah.
With a fire type.
In hindsight, I probably shouldn't have brought this team, but it is what it is.
Did you not have Rock Slide?
No, I did. That Arcanine wasn't out there at that point.
Oh, okay. It was a switch-in. Okay, you're right. Off of the U-turn, that's right. But still, Rock Slide would have done good on Crobat anyway.
Yeah, I know. It is what it is.
Alright.
I think I was just playing on tilt at this point.
I feel you. Alright, he's going for the Z move with Seismitoad. So, Slowbro so far, in my opinion, in the running for MVP for taking out that Gothitelle and breaking the trap. Breaking the 6-0 that was gonna happen.
Yeah. A lot of Hydro Vortexes.
Yeah, 2. Boom. And what? Oh, it didn't. It doesn't eat. It doesn't do the eating motion when.
Nah, not when it hits by Z move.
Cool. He ate it in the water.
The cool thing about playing this team is that outside of the hail, Sandslash is decently slow, so like it still can benefit from the Trick Room.
Yeah.
Right.
That's that mixed Trick Room style that Reese was talking about a few weeks back.
Yeah.
Pupper goes for the Protect. Frogman gets off the Earth Power.
Oh, man.
Oof. Et2 Brute goes down. But not without a fight. Chevalier? Chevalier?
Just like, you ever watch Blood Plus? The anime with the vampires?
No.
They have like, it's basically the French word for night.
No, I know what it is.
Oh yeah, but
That was a weird switch in for him.
They basically use chevaliers in the anime, so I was like, why not call him Chevalier?
Damn, you went for 2 ground moves.
Yeah, man.
You're really scared of that dog, and he knew it. He took advantage of that.
Absolutely. And I think he knew that Drill Run was the only move I could really use against it, so made sense.
I don't know, a stab bug move might have done alright.
Not versus the Arcanine.
I don't know, if you can, doesn't he have access to Rock Slide?
No.
You were keen to get rid of him this week.
Yeah, nah. Don't get me wrong, I love his Escavalier, especially.
Yeah, no, he did cool shit.
It's just, I literally have way too many Pokemon that are times 4 weak to fire, and he had to go.
Yeah, I have the problem with I have that problem with ice. I have a large ice weakness. For those of you coming against me next week.
I have a very bad fire weakness right now that I have to take care of. So that
Tailwind
does play a lot into this match a little bit.
Drill Run goes off. No steel. Does he have Choice Band or something?
No, he got encored.
Oh, okay. That's it for Puff, finally.
Yeah, honestly, like, if I was going to pick an MVP, Whimsicott was the MVP. Because it just set me back so many turns, so much.
That's true. Well, let's see how the match plays out, but I'd be inclined to agree. Although, again, if it could get 2, Pupper probably would have. Especially this match. There's a point in this match. Oh man, I can't wait till it happens because it's like, Jesus Christ. It's at the end, actually. Hishoka comes out, presumably to get O-Code. Take it for the team. Oh, Cleopatra, Mummy goes off. So you had inner focus for fake outs problems, okay. Flamethrower does good to you. Do you have an Intimidator on your team, Zach?
I do not. I mean, I do, but not in this match.
Oh no, I was just saying, like, I was wondering why he keeps going for Special Pop. I mean, he went physical once or twice.
I asked him about that. He was, he feared Mega Manetric a lot.
Okay. That makes sense. That's what I was saying. Yeah, okay. And obviously Flamethrower does what it does to an Ice Steel type.
Yeah.
He loses some of his HP.
And this hurt. This hurt. Because he whirlwinded me before Trigger Room went off.
Damn. I thought Whirlwind it has even less priority. Oh, well, he would have outsped you.
It has one less priority than Trick Room.
Dang.
Like, I think Trick Room is -7. It's -6 for Whirlwind.
Oof.
Ice Shard. Perfect idea. I don't even know that he has Protect on. Did he use Protect on Crobat at all?
I think he did.
Okay. Flamethrower, again, does what it does against a Bug Steel type.
You would know all about that, wouldn't you?
I would know all about that. I actually, when I watched the match, I'm saying when I watched the match, I was like, why would you leave a Bug Steel out there? You know it's good!
Better answers.
I said exactly that to him as when I watched the movie, or the match. And now Hydreigon comes out, and it's 3-2, and this is just... I mean, you can't switch in to get Blizzard back off.
Yeah, this match is just done.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, but...
And he just switched in, basically, so that he could maintain the 3 over the 2-0.
Yeah. Alright.
It's unfortunate. I wish in hindsight I didn't bring this team.
Right here, look at this.
So weak. To Arcanine.
Arcanine goes for the Flamethrower, boosted by the Life Orb, right? After getting hit with Ice Shard. Come on. 1 HP.
That's crazy.
Oof. That's insane.
1 HP, dude. Alright, so...
That one more HP would have helped.
So, my vote...
I was
Slowking.
Whimsicott. I can't say Slowking because I didn't win the match.
That's a good point. But I don't think that Whimsicott did work early on, but I mean...
I don't know.
The dog really was his MVP, and you can't give it to him twice.
I don't know, man.
Jay, what do you think?
I think Chris's Articuno, man.
No, I mean for this match.
For this match? I'm gonna go with the Whimsicott, man.
Yeah.
Alright. Whimsicott MVP is for the final one.
I have to say Whimsicott only because Whimsicott set the pace of the game.
Alright, so who are our MVP picks right now?
So we got, let's see. 1, we got Ursaring, right? Ursaring. Yep. 2, that was, I want to say, I don't remember. I have it posted here. Noivern.
Okay.
Noivern is 2. 3, we got, I believe that was Articuno. 4
then
was
Titus.
Undeserved, but Titus.
Titus.
And then we got Whimsicott. So I posted them all. We got Ursaring, Noivern, Articuno, Titus, and Whimsicott.
Alright, so here's the deal. We're going to tally our votes. We're going to give you guys till 8:05 to vote from the chat, and then we're going to have our week's MVP picked. I have to go Articuno.
I'm going Articuno.
It's looking pretty steep.
Is there any fights for Whimsicott, Titus, Noivern, or Ursaring?
Oh, it's looking real steep, honestly.
I don't know, man.
And out of these, if I had to do a ranking for me personally, I would say it would be Articuno, and then I know you guys are going to say it's biased, but then it would be Titus, just because he ate 2 sun-boosted heat waves, plus solar power, and then another 2 heat waves, and then killed the 2 people that were doing it. So, like... Oh! We got one! Hershey's a fan of Titus, but no, in my order it would be Articuno, Titus, Ursaring, Noivern, Whimsicott. Like, Whimsicott did do work early game, yes, but I tend to be more of a fan of Pokemon that like put the KOs on the board. You know.
I don't know. My argument for Whimsicott was that he literally set the pace of the game. Like, I had a plan.
Well, Gothitile.
Well, Gothitile just only supported the team of its ability.
Yeah, but I mean, with the nasty plot too, like if you hadn't killed it with...
What I'm trying to say is, like, Whimsicott literally was like, I see what you're trying to do here, and I'm going to just destroy it. I'm going to destroy it with my Prankster encores and taunts.
Well, I think my argument is that, like, Whimsicott or whatever is... I mean, it's pretty straightforward, you know, and to have switched into those two from his lead. So, like, he wanted to be sure that his trap was sprung. You know what I mean? And Gothitile, coupled with the support of Whimsicott, was able to get enough Calm Minds off to essentially, if you had not killed it with those nasty plotted Z-moved Slowking, it would have killed your entire team.
Well, what I'm trying to say is, though, that was not possible without Whimsicott.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but also
like Whimsicott
without Gothitile, you could have switched out.
Well, what I'm saying is Whimsicott was useful even after that because it's still Encore de Escavalier. It was still putting pressure on my team all over the place, and then with the Tailwind.
That's fair. Well, again, so we have one for Titus.
Tailwind Arcanine was the reason that I couldn't outspeed it with Sand Slash and Hail.
Yeah. Damn. So we have 1 for Titus, 3 for Articuno right now. I'm gonna go ahead. Will you copy and paste that into the actual league chat and see if anybody wants to take a vote on MVPs this week? Even if they're not here, since they're always complaining that they didn't get a pick.
Yeah.
It's like, watch the stream, guys.
Real quick.
You have 2 minutes to vote on this, by the way, even if you're in the PLC chat and you're just now about to find out.